Last time on Race to the Moon. It was going to be a bit of a talky episode, but I just got all my talking points kind of covered. So we're going to dig out a moon base area. I'm going to dig it out just a lot bigger than I require, but I haven't had time to dig all this out. So you're coming along with me for the ride. Welcome back, my friends. This is Craig, and we are here with another episode of Race to the Moon. And today, guys, I prepared to record. I know. I'm just as scared as you are. But look at all the stuff I have, and all of this, well, I mean, except for the 26 oak saplings. All of this is going to be used in today's episode because today we are starting our moon base. And I have blocks in which to build. I have stuff for an Enderman spawner. Yes, look at this. A powered Enderman spawner. It is done. It is complete. I progressed in EnderIO. I have got my slice and splice. I have got my soul binder. I used the Enderman that was in the safari net and got his soul essence and put it into the powered spawner. We can now spawn Enderman. Ender pearls are going to be aplenty. And I am going to spawn the Enderman directly into a smeltery. This was suggested by one of the viewers, Nick, and that you can actually spawn them directly into a smeltery, and when they die, they drop, I believe, 2 ender pearls worth of liquid ender, and then you could just pump it right out into a jewel cast, and that will produce ender pearls for me. So that's what we're going to do. I went to that village that was off to the west, not too far, and snagged all of their smeltery stuff there, and then I just made a controller because there wasn't one. So that's where I got all this stuff from. I have stuff to begin working on applied Energistics on the moon, so I have a crafting terminal, which is, hello, how you doing there, buddy? Do you have friends? I don't know. So we have the crafting terminal, a controller. We're actually going to go to a controller. Smart cable, you know, the stuff that you need there, the regular Fluix cable. And I have a storage bus, one storage bus. And the reason for that, I learned something very interesting with the storage drawers mod, which is the exact reason I put it in here. I wanted to play around with it at Applied Energistics. I mean, you can see, like, we have 8 4K storage drawers in there, and they're pretty full. Most of them are actually full on type. Yeah, they're actually all full on type, so it's not a lot of bulk stuff, but I mean, we've got that, we've got the barrel, we've got all the seeds and stuff. Like, we have a lot of bulk things we can store, so we're going to use storage drawers for that. And the beauty of storage drawers with Applied Energistics is with one storage bus, I can hook that up to the drawer controller, and that will act like this entire wall of drawers is one item, one entity, one storage device that Applied Energistics can draw from in its entirety. So we can build an entire wall of storage drawer stuff, and it only takes one channel, which is awesome. It's awesome. I can't wait to play around with that. And then I made a slew of thermal expansion machines, just your Igneous extruder, redstone furnace, there's an induction smelter, and then your crucible and transposer. I made them all hardened, so I can put, except for the crucible because I derped, but that's okay. So I can put a few upgrades in there. The igneous extruder, that's just to produce cobble and obsidian, so that doesn't need to be hardened. But I can't make the next tier yet, so I can't level those up. And then I also have stuff for sealing in the base. Some upgrades for the drawers, and some spare oxygen. And now that we've wasted a quarter of the episode, since we are 5 minutes in, we are going to head to the moon, and I'll show you what we've got started there in terms of oxygen generation. Okay. What did I leave here? Another oxygen collector. I have a spare oxygen collector. Conduit. I'll probably need more of those, and I forgot to make some when we left. Transfer nodes. Okay. Oh, good. More oxygen pipes. Those I'll work in eventually. Okay. So let's go downstairs and look at... So we've got our solar panel, which it's nighttime currently, so they're not going to do anything. And then this is the one to the oxygen collectors specifically. So I put this 5 mil RF capacitor bank attached to that, so it can generate a little extra power. I haven't been on the moon enough during the day for it to build up a stockpile. And then this one is going to the bubble distributor for the surface, but I want to move the bubble distributor up higher because right now a good chunk of the bubble goes underground, and that's no good. That doesn't really help with anything, so we're going to move that. But the bubble distributor is going to be for the top. And then this is our workspace for underground. And as you can see here, this is our actual leaf pit, where we can generate leaves, and the oxygen generators there are in the 4 quadrants. There's 5 leaves above, below, to the left, to the right, and then obviously not in the lateral directions that way, but there's 5 leaves in every direction, which from the wiki tells me that is optimal. And I was playing around with this oxygen storage module, which stores 10 times the amount of one of these. And I think what I'm going to do is put these in line. So each one of these will be able to produce an additional 10,000 oxygen and store it. Now, the direction that these need to be placed... Okay, that is correct. Cool. So I'm going to need to go through like this one, for example. I'm going to have to face this way and place it. And that should be... Yep, awesome. And I'll have to go through and fix up some of the leaves. But that's okay. That's probably going to lose its oxygen. Okay, so that one I had to face this way, so this one I have to face this way. Yep. And we're just going to knock that out of there real quick. And this one I have to face this way. Why are you not bubbling? Oh, I wonder if my oxygen collector's facing the wrong way. No? Why are you not thinging, thing? All the rest of you are thinging. Well, you've kind of stopped. Hello, phone. I forgot to mute you. What's going on here? Is it because there's nowhere else to put it? That doesn't make sense. Blue, 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 green. Okay. You? Why are you not outputting? I could do this as well. This will not hurt a thing. Why? Okay, let's try it the other way. This side of you green, and you're red. Oh. Red is output. You're still not... Why? Why? Alright, let me double check the output side. I'll be right back. Okay, I figured it out. What it was the red side is the output, so I had all of them backwards and feeding into the ones that I had previously placed. So that's why this one wasn't gaining oxygen, because it was filling the other 3 and vice versa. Yeah, so it's all fixed now. That was the last one. I fixed the other 3. Since I had to run back and get my crescent hammer, I had to do that off camera. So I fixed the first 3, showed you the last one. Okay, so now we have oxygen collection, we have oxygen storage. The power's running in here, and I think I'm going to put a capacitor in there. Specifically, this line comes down and feeds all 4 of these oxygen collectors. And I think I'm going to put in a capacitor specifically for the Jabba things. Yeah. I also... So what else do I want to do? I want to make this airlock controller. I want to make an airlock in here. And what I'm thinking... So this is 8, so it's going to be 2, 2, and 2. And I made this odd. Of course I did. Oh, look! It's daytime. It's making air. Okay, so right now we are coming in directly directly underneath the stone space station, which I don't want to do. I'm trying to decide which way would be the best way, because what I'm going to do is this is going to be completely sealed down here. That's going to be a wall of machines. That's going to be our storage drawers. Let's come in from this side. This I know is the center of the room, but the problem is I need to make this even. I think I need to make it even. Do I need to make it even? Or can I do... I only made 8, but I bet you I could do it odd. Could I make it this small, I wonder? Will that function? Airlock open. Okay, so maybe that will work. That might work just one wide right now as an airlock, and then I'm going to make a staircase. I think I'm going to build some more of these frames, and I'll make this 3x3 to even it, and this is going to be our staircase up. So we'll come down a little hallway, and then it's going to go up a staircase. And this will be how we get in. So out here there will not be oxygen. And this isn't going to be pretty for the time being, but it's just kind of a concept, proof of concept. And am I within the wall? No, I am not within the wall. I am just outside the wall. I can expand the wall. That's not a big deal. Okay, so this will bring us down. Alright, and then we'll have our airlock, and it'll close, and we can be in here with oxygen. This will be completely enclosed. I'm going to put a floor in here, but I want to leave it open until I get the oxygen generation set. We'll have our storage drawers down this way. Let's start working on that. So I have 2x2s. I have 1x2s. I have some compacting drawers, and those are for something a little bit different. No, I don't want to put you... What did I just put in there? I just put something in there. What was it? Oh, my moon rock. That's fine. Airlock. So let's not have that open. So the 2x2 and the 1x2. So let's do the 2x2 here. And a row of 1x2. I don't know what's going to be in these yet. But I made the smaller versions there. Because we have The compacting drawers, I'm just going to leave over here for right now because these are for a different project that is yet to begin. So there's our storage drawer setup. We can put in our controller. Where would be the center? I might shift that all one more, the way that looks, but that's okay. So here's the center. So there's our controller. So now we have access to this entire wall. And you can actually put, there's a frame that you can put in here and continue it on this way. So we'll probably do that. This is all just going to be storage drawers in here, this whole thing. And then I'm going to glass off this front. Over on this wall, whoops, we're going to do our machinery. And this is going to be our machine wall. And obviously we're going to need more machines, which is fine. I want to do... Where's the other one? Okay, there we go. We're going to do a pulverizer, and then we're going to do the furnace, and then the induction smelter. I'm going to put a couple spaces there. Fluid transposer, magma crucible go together. Igneous extruder is a little bit different, so that's not going to go there. I'm probably not going to use these upgrades until we get to the point where we're installing them. Okay, and then it's a matter of changing the floor, changing the walls, changing the ceiling, because I'm tired of looking at Moonrock. It's dark, it's dingy. Oh, the sun is coming up, perfect. Right now, the oxygen collectors utilize a total of 30 RF per tick, I think. 40, something like that. And this generates 32, so we have a net loss at the moment. But as the sun increases, as you can see, 33 now it's generating, and we only have a -3 RF. So this one solar generator throughout the day, which on the moon is really long, it will eventually have a net gain. And if I spend enough time here, the net gain on there will be pretty, pretty substantial. This is just a direct power to the bubble generator, which the bubble generator isn't really all that necessary. I just had it there to play around with it. I did find, though, I was playing around last night in a creative world, and the bubble generator will comfortably, or the oxygen generators will comfortably power 32 bubble generators. Like, it's ridiculous. Get out of here. Alright. So let's get this back down here. Let's put this... I want it one below. Let's do it right there. Okay, and this side's oxygen. Good. Where's those conduits? Oxygen pipe. Alright, let's see how well that does, generating a bubble. And let's fill this back in just to... I can't fill that in, but that's okay. Just to see how that does, I'm curious. Closer to the ceiling, or closer to the floor, getting the diameter of the bubble is close to the top. I want surface area. This was always temporary, so this is going to go the top side. This is going to be all farms, animals, stuff like that. I'm going to try to bring some cows and stuff, which is why I need the bubble generator, and I'll probably have them like up against the wall area once I get an idea of the size of the radius of this thing. And I'll just make a round pen the shape of the bubble. I think that'll be kind of cool. And the animals just have their own little dome of oxygen and be out in the elements getting pelted by meteorites. And I also want to have a farm up here somewhere. I've made a... I don't remember what mod it is. Thermal expansion mod? A farm? No. It's been so long since I've built one, I don't even remember. these forestry. When I've built, it's been a long time since I built a forestry farm. When they changed to this style where it got difficult, I stopped making them. So it's been a while. I've only built 1 or 2 in this style. But I'm going to change this around a little bit. I'm going to expand out that doorway for the oxygen ceiling and finish decorating this up, and I will bring you guys back in a moment. Alright, welcome back. I've got a little bit done, not as much as I would like to, sadly. But I got some done, and I'm running out of time to record if I want to get this video up and live, so we're going to go with what we've got now, and I'll try to get some more done in between episodes. I made this staircase. This comes out of, like, the airlock room. It comes up, and then I have the option to go outside the wall or inside the wall, and I'm going to probably secure this, perhaps, or figure out like some cover that can come out here, and there'll be a door. Similarly inside, just so mobs can't come in. I moved my teleporter from up in my base down into this little landing platform here, as you can see. So this is where we come in now. I expanded the airlock. 3x3 looks really nice. And we come in here. And this is as far as I've gotten on the decoration. I've got oxygen sealers. This room is fully oxygenated. I can get rid of this bubble generator finally. But this room has oxygen, so we can take our stuff off in here, and all is well. I can breathe just fine. Awesome. I did expand this room out 1 just so I could put the glass wall in. I have the quite clear glass, so it's visible. I have to figure out... I hadn't thought of this in my original design plan, but I thought about it just a few minutes ago. If I have applied Energistics in there, I need to figure out how I'm going to seal that off when I run the cables in here. AE2 stuff, there is a wireless connector. I need to research this. I think this will do what I need it to do, or what I can do is have a ME interface here or something, a solid block that I can just use as a connection point in there. I have a few options. I just need to think of the best solution. Oxygen generation is fine. I had a lot of problems with these sealers. I originally had 2 to start, and by doing math in the size of the room, 2 was enough according to how these function. They're supposed to do about 1,000 blocks each, and this room is about 1,400 blocks. So I figured it was going to be more than enough, but they only work together if they're in close enough proximity. I did not know that. So I made 2 more for symmetry purposes. It still didn't work. So what I ended up having to do was, as soon as I put 1 in the corner and those ones were in proximity, the whole room sealed. But I wasn't just going to have 1. I added 3 more because it needs to be symmetrical. And they're all hooked up. And I've got all the piping and stuff running under here. I've got this all finished with the vibrant quartz glass and then the quite clear glass. This ceiling above the leaves is purposely different, and then I'll change this. Yeah, I didn't get as much done as I would hoped, and the reason for that is whenever I go through this teleporter back to the overworld, I get a inventory glitch which you've seen it many, many, many times in the series. I know it's not anything new. We've ran into it where I'll go... Oh, I broke my shovel. I'll go to place a block, or if I... Not place a block, but if I try to, like, change to something else... See? It doesn't work. And now those torches are gone, and then I put this back, and that's gone. And I put those there, and that's gone. And I have to relog every single time I go through the teleporter. Every single time I go through the teleporter. And I'm really, really getting tired of it. Really getting tired of it. Watch, I'll put this in here. This might work because I'm not trying to place it. Yeah, that works. See, now everything kind of caught up and everything's back. And yeah, see, this is what I'm dealing with. And the torches are gone. Yeah, every time. Every time. And the only way to fix it is to relog. I can't figure it out. So, I need some suggestions on a different form of teleportation. I don't want to go back to using the rocket repeatedly over and over again. I don't. I was thinking about Mechanism, because I know Mechanism has a teleportation setup. Where are these guys at? It's daytime. And the teleporters in Mechanism are actually pretty decent. So I was thinking about that, but teleporters are kind of endgame, and I'm going to have to go a long ways to get osmium. But we'll see. I could get that going relatively quickly. I need to do some mining and stuff anyways, just because I'm ridiculously short on materials. I ran out of tin, of all things. I ran out of tin. I had to go mining for tin. All of the times that I've gone mining and said, I don't need tin, I got a ton of it. I completely ran out. So I got to do some more mining, collect some more materials, pre-make some more. I've been going through a ton of the compressed items for Galacticraft, making all of the stuff I needed to make oxygen and all that. So let me know what mods that you are familiar with that would add a good interdimensional teleportation system, because I can't think of any other ones. Beto had mentioned TF2 had teleporters. I'm not very familiar with that one. Are you grown yet? So close. So close. I've already found a way to replace you. I just haven't put it in yet. Watch, I'm going to harvest these, and nothing's going to happen. Okay, I was wrong. I actually picked it up this time. Last time I didn't pick it up. So, yeah, if anybody knows, I'm repeating myself and I'm rambling. But, yeah, we need some form of teleportation back to the surface, or back to the moon, because this is ridiculous. And I'm tired of relogging constantly. So, let me know. Give me a hand. Help me out. Help a brother out. And, we will get that installed and get that running. And next episode, I should have a good chunk of what I wanted to have done for the end of this episode finally done. I'll get the Enderman spawner set up, and I will get the walls and the ceiling and stuff finished, and I will start setting up machines. I'm going to need a lot more metal and stuff so I can make chips for... yeah, I'm going to need some more processors for AE. So I'll start working on that as well and start getting some AE set up. So I will see you guys in the next episode. Have a good one. Later.